This Talk to Me podcast, episode 62. I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your host, Courtney.
And I'm your host, Jovone'Moore.
And today we got two special guests on. We got Ray and Amber Brown. Of course, we're going to talk about Amber's clothing design. She's going to, she's from New Orleans, by the way, so shout out.
504?
From the Night Walk. 5 plus 4, what do you get?
You get the night walk, nigga, running in your shit.
Hey.
Appreciate you coming on, Amber. Of course, we want to know how you started the clothing label.
Okay. First off, thanks for having me on, y'all.
No problem.
How I started off, basically, I moved here last year, April. So I'm staying in Katy. So I live in Katy. Starting my own business has always been a dream. I'm 34 years old. He's 35 this year. I have one son. And I'm a motivated person. I'm a people person. I'm a family-oriented person. But I always have that drive. You can't be passionate about something if you don't have that drive. I came up with an idea. And it's funny because it was within, I kid you not, a good 5 days. I put some ideas together through a friend. And I just came up with, okay, I want to run my own little fashion line, something like that, just to get my feet wet to see how it is. I'm a workaholic before this or whatever, but anyway, just coming aboard, I'm just on the phone with my mom one morning, and I'm like, what could be a thing, a label to something to kick off with, just to get my feet wet, and she was like, dreams and visions. I'm like, well, damn, that hit home because, every day, you just get up, get ready for work, and you're like, this not it. As you're looking into it and you're striving for the best and you constantly telling yourself, damn, I work hard, I'm going to clock in on these government jobs, like, it has to be more out there. Just moving to Texas is more opportunity, and just getting familiarized with people and networking. That's the biggest thing, networking. So I just came up with the idea, dreams and visions, through my mom and, like, my family, like, shit, if you don't work, you don't eat. So you got to do something. And just having, like I said, passionate and motivated about it. Once I came up with the script and the name, I'm like, March the 7th, when I just put on a t-shirt, I'm like, and I just put, a model and shit behind it, I'm like, it took off from there. I'm like, I didn't know it was going to go from there because my best friend was like, you need to, deal with swimwear. It's going into summer, just try to push swimwear. I'm like, okay, before swimwear, it got to be something else. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, you right, you got to just keep on going with something. Okay, once the summer ends, what you going to do next? So once I put on one t-shirt, I kid you not, March 7th, I posted my first t-shirt. It's a blush color with gold writing. It just took off from there. From the t-shirts, from the swimwear. Then I started getting some of the like little two-piece sets and denim sets. I have an all-white set. So if you look at my Instagram page, you'll see like some of the items that I do have on hand. But swimwear, all that has been taken off. Even just my t-shirts. And it's like, some people support you, but what's your reason? I'm trying to catch attention from little bitty 2-year-olds all the way up to the grown-ups. And just people reaching out to me, sending me messages daily, like, I've been knowing you since such and such, and, you motivate me because you're a hard worker, single parent. You just get out there and grind. I'm like, look where I'm from. Like, you get out the nitty-gritty. You got to get it how you live. It's not hard. I tell everybody that, and I look up to people that's even younger than me. I'm like, shit, if they could do it, I could do it. Some people pave the way for you, Please. Like, you could send them a message, they'll answer my question. I'm like, damn, they not, some people are feeding your head, girl, they ain't gonna tell you this and that. Let me learn from my own. Let me get the shit. I'm not about to sell her shit on, she go figure it out. But, it's like, I've learned from the past month, like, support ain't all what you think it would be.
But trust me, I know the ones that say, "Oh, girl, I'ma support you. I'm doing you fine." They put it out there. That's like where you at now.
That's why your supporters is always people that you don't know.
I never met a day in my life. I'm like,
people are like, well, can you meet me at such and such? I'm like, I'm in the Katy area, but if you stay $10 too, I'm gonna meet you.
Yeah.
Shipping, like 1 to 3 days shipping. I don't plan on getting nobody money. Like, I ship. If you're in this area, I meet. Like I said earlier, people send me colors of tennis shoes. I'm like, okay. 5 minutes later, I'm sending them a picture of your shirt ready. Like, it's like it's a learning process. I learn different stuff every day. someone asks me, like, what if someone reach out to you to, you know, come into their shop or something? I'm not going to turn my back because you never know what God has, you know, in store for me.
Every opportunity.
Right.
Take every opportunity.
Yes. So it's like, you know, I'm like an open person. Like, I take criticism, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm not doing wrong. You know, I'm like, I look at my son daily and be like, shit, I got to go hard. You know, for him, I'm like, shit, it's just me, him. We got to get out here. We got to do it. Shit. So, dreams and visions, like, I always wanted to run my own business. And it's just, you know, I just write everything down. I had goals, you know. Moving here, it was a leap of faith. I had to step out on faith because once Katrina hit, I came here and then I left. Then I was in the Pineville, Alexandria area. And like I told my mom last year, I'm like, girl, once my dad passed, I'm like, girl, we got to do, it's nothing here. I'm like, it's a retirement city. I guess by me being a baby, and I have sisters that's older than me, I'm like, shit, I'm about to get from down here. April, I moved out here. Once I moved out here, I'm like, I had a list. Goals. Like 6, I probably added a couple of more, probably at 12, but I think I'm on 7. Goals. I purchased my first home last October. My birthday was October 7th. I closed on my home October
That was one of your
6th.
goals?
It was one of my goals.
Congratulations.
And
You had it written down, huh?
Written down.
That's what I tell people. They always have to write down their
It's
goals.
like people go
It's good to have goals and you say, okay, this is a goal. Da, 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 da. You're going to forget that shit.
Right.
You got to write it down.
You
and
have
to. It manifests when you write it down.
And like I see people go to these vision board parties, I'm like, I could do that. Let me write my shit down. Because I can know on this day I scratched that off. I'm like, I'm going to close and before my birthday, I'm like, and people's like, what else do you want to do besides that? I'm like, I want to catch the attention to, you know, anybody. Dreams and visions. Everybody could be living up to dreams and visions. You know?
When I saw Dreams and Visions, I saw your clothing line, but to me, when I clicked on Dreams and Visions, I don't know if this may be something that you are trying to do, but I see a women's empowerment platform.
And I'm like, I said my little Instagram page, y'all excuse me, it's all over the place. You know, I'm working on finishing up building my website. First of all, before starting anything, you got to make sure your ducks in a row. You got to make sure all your paperwork is in a row. Like, I'm like, I learned that. Like, make sure all your paperwork is in a row before you could go out and talk to somebody. Because if your stuff not in a row, nobody gonna take you serious. Right. You know, they just gonna think, oh, she just bullshitting, you know. But it's like, you know, you just got to make sure all your information is steady, locked in, so nobody don't tell you anything. But it's like, I'm just, you know, networking is my biggest thing. And by me being new, I'm not going to say basically new because I've been here since April, but I'm still a little new and get familiarized to different areas and stuff. So when people say, oh, girl, come to this and bring your cards and stuff, shit, I'm like, okay, just tell me the date and the time, you know.
Right.
So, but I'm open, like, y'all know of anything, like, just send me a message, I'm coming.
Oh, we definitely.
Oh, that's cool.
If you need a model, I'm tall enough, like, you know.
I love that. I'm big on networking. Like, that's my biggest thing. So I have something coming up in May. That's for young entrepreneurs, not young entrepreneurs, all entrepreneurs. Really trying to, you know, build entrepreneurs in the Black community, and spend money in our community and keep the money, you know, flowing between ourselves. Kind of like the Black Wall Street they had in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Trying to start that back up, but in Houston now with us, you know, shopping Black, shopping with your people, you know, keeping the money within the community.
Rayven is my cousin. He's my younger cousin. He's one of the people that inspires me. He's young and he's still doing his thing, you know. But he doesn't know this, but we also have people in New Orleans that's trying to do the same thing. So we have, my last name is Baptiste, so my family is really, really huge. We don't know a lot of our family members. We were just talking about that before the podcast just aired. We were on Ancestry.com trying to figure out and find people, but we also have some Baptistes in New Orleans that's trying to do the same thing. So right now they're trying to kind of put a damper on gentrification.
Of course, that's what we're trying to do in Houston. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but it's funny, Ray, because you don't know, but I think all of us in the family are we're just business oriented people. It doesn't matter if we know each other or not. we still have that in our DNA. So in New Orleans, they're trying to actually change and get these different houses that's dilapidated and things, because you know the white people gonna come in and they're gonna try to take all that.
Buy cheap,
And
buy low.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, buy low.
What they're doing is they are getting houses, fixing them up, and selling them, and right to their people, to the black people. We have a cousin that's a realtor. We have another cousin that's her brother. That's he's the one that actually does the construction. Mm-hmm. We have another cousin that's an inspector. So they all have.
That's how you do it. That's how you keep it in the family.
Right.
You know
That's how you
exactly.
do it. You have to do it like that, because if not, they just gonna. Because guess what? They do it.
That's what they are doing. That's what the other side is doing.
That's what other races are doing.
Right.
We're just starting to get hip after 100 something years.
And there's opportunities all over the place. There's opportunities in Houston. You can do this in New Orleans. You can do this in Atlanta. You can do this in Chicago. It does not matter where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Inner cities, any city, real estate is going to be the key to wealth long term. So that's what I'm focusing on now. I'm trying to focus on real estate and get into the market. I'm learning what I can now, but I'm trying to learn how to wholesale. Then I want to use that to build capital, then start fix and flip. Maybe have some properties that I rent out, and you got the check coming in every month.
Right, residual income.
Exactly, get the residual income. Then maybe you buy another house with that, and you get 2 checks coming in. And you keep building your portfolio.
That is the way of the world today, and I'm glad. I'm actually glad that a lot of people. I feel like a lot of black women and just black men too. They're just starting to rise up and like, I don't want to work on a job when I have a dream. So let me go and figure out my dream. And I don't have, like I always tell people, I have no problem with 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel not like a 9 to 5 is a platform for you to get your shit together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just what it is.
That's why I'm like, it's something about just, I'm like, shit, just starting off and not being able, like, just from March the 7th through the 9th. Like, some people like, damn, I sold more shirts. You sold more shirts than my business. Within them couple of days, I'm like, for real? They was like, you got to think about it. And I'm like, okay.
Yes.
But it's like some people keep me motivated, like, every day. Okay, what you doing today? You got on this website, you did this. I'm like, wait,
Keep
hold
them people
up.
close.
I'm like, wait, hold up. And then, it's like, by them being on me and motivating me, I'm like, shit, I look at my little nieces, my little nephews. My little nephew in the music business. I have a niece, she in the hair industry. I have a niece that's in Miami. She in the lash industry in Miami. I'm like, my niece is killing it. I'm like,
making
what
bank.
the hell I'm doing? I'm just sitting around
Making
going to
bank.
work. I'm like, they was like, T, we so proud of you. And I'm like, shit, y'all motivate me. That's what y'all don't know. I look at them, I'm like, younger than me. I'm like, okay, if they could do it, I look at everybody. If they could do it, I could do it. I guess my biggest thing was failure. That was my biggest thing.
That's everybody's fear. That's everybody's fear.
Definitely.
But you're going to fail. Like, you were going to fail. But failure is lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's all it is. Okay, I know how to do this. And
Next
I know
time.
not to do it this way. I know to do it this way. That's what we have to learn as a people, that and to not be afraid of failure. Right. Because when we fail the first time, we just give it up and we'll go on to the next thing. And it's like, nah, work what you have. Right. You have a plan A, don't go to plan B. Your plan B is to make plan A work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it is.
And I think what matters is, if you're gonna fail, you're failing forward. Like, you're not gonna make the same mistake over and over again. You're gonna make that mistake once. Now I know.
Right.
Now I'm gonna make a correction and then move forward. That type of thing.
How you came up with dreams and visions?
Like, good morning, I like, my mom, she still stay out there in Alexander. I'm trying to get her to move out here. She just left. I'm like, shit, when you coming back? But, just talking to my mom every day. You know how you just pick up the phone and call your mom every morning? I'm like, oh shit, I'm just driving, on the way to work. I'm like, girl, she was like, I have a perfect idea. I'm like, what, girl? She was like, dream and visions. I'm like, what that's for? She was like, clothing line. She was like, you gotta think about, your dad pushed you 24/7. Your vision always have been to start a clothing line. So what better idea or title for you would be dreams and visions? Okay, mama. Got the word, thought about it. I'm like, my mama sure right. You know how sometimes you won't have an attitude, but she's like, shit, mama sure right. I'm like, you sure right. She was like, you gotta think about it. She said, think about it. The whole day I thought about it. I'm like, my mama sure right. That's why on the back of my cards it'll tell you, I'm like, okay. I said, you hit it to the point. Like, she had it downright to the T.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, that's me all day. You know, got it right from my mom. You know,
That's what's up.
She get it from
my mama, that's my road dog, you know. I'm like, shit, once my dad passed, because it was just me, my mom, my dad. By me being a baby, you know how you, like, scared to branch. I'm like, shit, I'm staying by my mama. When Katrina hit, he was only 3 months. My sister and them, shit, they grown. They doing their own thing. I'm like, ain't nobody about to help me with him. Let me go around my mama. Mama, you could babysit, like, you know.
Yeah.
Shit, that's my backbone, you know. So I'm like, shit, once she came up with that, we just roll with the punches.
Right. It's
Your
good
your
to
mama
hear.
here?
No, she's in
trying to get her to move here.
Trying to get it
Oh, all right.
You gotta listen, baby.
Uh,
Wait. You know we got our little bloopers on our show now. You gotta listen, baby, because you asked the question. That's why she came with dreams and visions. She had already told you earlier. You need to
When she said baby soda, I thought about you.
No, she had told us early on how dreams and visions came on.
I thought she was
Look,
here.
I just be great.
Yeah.
I just crossed over and just repeating myself.
Yeah, we let you repeat yourself, but we
Yeah, because
over
I'll
here.
make you repeat yourself.
We knew over here, baby. Look.
But yeah, from my mom, I'm like, it's my motivator. She'll call me. I'm like, shh. One day, day before yesterday, I was like, I'm having a bad day. She's like, no, you're not. You better shake that shit off and keep on moving.
Girl,
I'm
that
like,
sound
you
like
sure
my mama,
right.
girl.
I'm like, yeah, you right. I was in there. Let me do this order. I'm gonna call you right back.
And she don't pity you. And you see them best friends moms, best friends / moms, they don't pity you. You will call and be like, oh, I'm having this, then okay. And that's today.
Right.
What's tomorrow? You know,
Right.
like something
You know,
like
I'm
that.
like, shit, you
And
better
then
shake
make
it
like
off
you
and-
said, you be mad, you be upset.
But once you hang up that phone, you're like, shit, you better shake that off, get your shit together, and keep on
Because
moving.
good well, your mama have your best interest. You look,
Right.
somebody could sit there and tell you something, and then your mama tell you, and it click
Right.
because they have your best interest at heart. And
You know,
that
she always know first. You're the first
Right.
one to call it out.
right. So it's like, okay, you know, I listen to what mama said, so that's good. It's good that you know who to go to. It's good that you do have your mama. A lot of people don't have their parents to go to and just actually be like, you know, I have this opinion, what's up? They have to, you know, lean and depend on people that's not really in the family or, you know, friends and things like that. And sometimes, you know, as friends, we don't really know who's a friend and who's not until they show their true colors.
So do you make like your own, just your design, or do you do other?
Just mine.
Have you thought about doing like all kind of stuff?
I'm
Like,
open
for
to it.
people?
I'm open.
Okay.
As far as what you talking about, like
What about a
plus size,
collab or
No,
stuff like that?
like making somebody call and be like, I need 200 shirts, and can you put my
print
logo
on demand?
it? Yeah, like
Like some people ask me, and I'm like, long as I can put my initials on it. Because you know how some of them, like on this one, I can put my initials on it. Long as
Yeah,
I
you
put
can have
DV
the
on it,
tag.
I'm good. Like some people like, nah, I'm like, okay, I have to pass on it. You know, long as I can put DV on it.
Oh yeah, that swimsuit. That's summertime. It's hot. Girl, you gotta get on that swimsuit.
I told
Swimsuit
them,
thing.
you know, they got that spring fest this weekend.
Look, swimsuit, and you know what's a big trend too is the swimsuit cover ups.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
The cover
definitely
ups.
them cover ups.
Yeah.
The cover ups is gonna be the thing this year.
And like
The
some
cover,
costumes,
you
And
know
a
what
fanny
you're
pack.
you could dress up and dress down.
And a fanny
Like the
pack.
white one.
What you
Fanny
saying? We
packs.
doing the cover ups for?
Yeah, the cover was for.
Well, I mean, I wear my cover up when I'm wearing my
I
two piece, and I'm
wear a
wearing.
cover up, and I don't need to, but I still wear it.
Well, if your guy say you need to cover up, he gonna give you something to cover up.
Oh no, I do what I
If
want.
you got too much out, I'm telling you cover up. That's why I call it.
Go in the
cover up.
house.
I wear a cover.
I
Yeah.
call it the go in the house, you know.
I wear a cover up, like if I'm with my dude, I wear a cover up.
Before you get wet.
You know, 2-piece, but that's the 2-piece if the 2-piece is too revealing. You know how y'all have them bottoms.
Yeah.
The bottoms could be too revealing. It could be in a low cut.
And the cheeks is out.
Thong.
That's what I was talking about.
The cheeks is
The
out.
cheeks out or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can still. I feel like you can still wear a 2-piece or have your cheeks out, but wear a cover up. They have
That's what
nice
I'm talking
cover
about,
ups.
a cover
Like if I'm wearing a red bikini or something like
Then
that,
you
I could
need
get
to
me.
wear it.
I could get a stripe.
What?
I could get like
You
a
can
black
match it
and
up
white
with
stripe
anything.
cover up,
And you need
a
to-
mesh cover up, and I'm telling you, it looks like I could be on the beach in
like a
Miami and
dress.
it look tasteful. Like Verite, you will be like, "Woo, look at that girl."
But see, that's why I have the white one that I have on my page. You could dress it up with jeans if you want to just wear it.
What's your Instagram? What's your page?
Yes, plug us in.
Plug your Instagram.
Plug us
What's your
in.
Instagram name?
What's your Instagram?
_dreamsvisions. And if you go on, like the white one, you could just dress it up, dress it down, however you want to, dress it
check
up.
this out.
Yes, y'all.
She about to go shopping right now.
Like some of them,
girl.
She about to add it to the cart.
like, it got some. I got some in the bag over there. But yeah.
For this episode 62, Talk to the Podcast, I gotta give a shout out
Goodies, y'all.
to our sponsors, Elite Community Taxes, Flawless Hair Design, and Resources for Better Health, and Ashley, my favorite hygienist. Without our sponsors, we ain't nothing, so I appreciate y'all. And we actually just have Courtney just came in. Courtney is a film director and producer, right?
That's right.
And the name of the movie is Content a Character. And I saw we actually was watching the trailer
Okay.
driving. I
Okay.
stopped, so I was like, okay. So tell me, where you taking us with this movie? Because I was checking it out. So what we got to look forward to?
Well, so it's a film that's based on Miss Cindy Will's story.
You in the movie, right?
It's based on her. It's her. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
true story
The
based on a
actual
book
person.
about.
Okay, hold on. Well, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, hold on.
Tell us the story.
Oh. What's the name of the book?
Content of character.
Oh, so you got a book and you got a movie. Oh, okay.
So you started off with
The book is
okay.
about the movie.
I love that.
I mean, the movie is
like
about the
that.
book.
Okay.
That is a smart move. A lot of people do not. A lot of independent films do not do that. A lot of people that's just starting out do not do what you just did.
You heard exactly.
Write a book first and then come out with the movie. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And what you mean by independent? Because a lot of you're right. Because what Harry Potter do, the other people like Harry Potter and stuff like that, but we don't do that. We just give you a movie. You got
you just
watch the movie.
figure it out.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And then we forget the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you
Right.
have a book, you're gonna remember.
You're never
You're
gonna
gonna
forget the
remember the storyline a little bit better than if you just watch the movie.
That's
Right.
true.
You ever saw 2012? The movie 2012?
I haven't seen that.
You
No.
never saw it? All right, watch this movie. At the end, the world end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this author. He was trying to get on a boat. It was like a boat they had, the government made, that people could get on to be saved. They was only taking an elephant, a horse. They was taking, you know how they did with Noah? But they was taking everybody on, and they was taking scientists and geniuses. That was the only people who could get on the boat unless you had a lot of money. You could get on the boat.
Okay.
But they were taking all these professional people. And there was this author that got on the boat with this book. He was an author. He wrote a book. And the guy who was the president was talking, was like, he ran into the guy before this all happened. Little did he know the guy actually got on the boat. But the book he wrote, he read the book. And he said, I met this guy, he's going to die. But I have his book on the boat. He made a mistake and just brought his book. But the book was able to go to the next life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I meant by the
camp.
camp. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people would never get to see it. You just saw the movie. Because we didn't see the movie before. If you're young, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this is my book to keep.
Sure.
Hey, I'm keeping this. Hey, I'm keeping this.
Hey, I would have took the no, but I really,
You didn't look like you
I
would.
appreciate that you wrote a book and you doing the movie. So that's tell us a little about the movie.
Well, I'm the author. I was in an abusive relationship way back now. Now I'm tired of telling people that how old I am, so I'm trying to make this be nice. Okay.
Well, how old are you?
Okay.
You're not supposed to ask her that.
Okay.
You look like you about 41.
There you go.
I have been 41. I have been 41.
You single?
No, we gonna put the truth out here. We based on the truth.
Listen, I'm 63.
Okay, see, I would have won.
I actually was just single, but you got a ring on your finger. So
Yeah, I've been married 29 years.
That's
okay.
beautiful.
But I actually was in an abusive relationship. I married a guy in 1980 when I was 25.
I wasn't even.
I was born next year, but
Married this guy and he was abusive, and he was cute, but he was abusive.
Oh, that's
And,
always.
that's
I'll say that. Then I'll
That's why
say
I'm trying to
that.
get an ugly one.
Okay, don't do that.
Love
honey.
you.
Can't live with him.
Crazy too, though.
I married this guy and he's beating the life out of me. And I didn't come from that. A lot of people come from that. But I didn't come from that. I came from a good family. As the story's about my family. I came from a good family. But I married this guy and he's abusive. And well, I stayed in it, and I tell people all the time, you stay in it because you're embarrassed.
Right.
People stay in abuse because they're embarrassed,
Yes.
especially if you've done well in life. I was a pretty successful young girl, and I'd done really well, and I married this guy, and he's abusive. Well, I finally leave him after 2 years. I leave, and you know how you're running for your life. And I go home to Carolina. Now, the story, I'm from Spartanburg, South Carolina. I was in Los Angeles when I married this guy and everything. And I go home, and while I'm home, your mama love you. You know your mama love you. And I found a diary that I'd written when I was a little girl. A diary, the one with the key.
Yeah.
And I opened it, and I began to read about my life. Now, it was like, this guy been beating me for 2 years. And as good as I had done, if a woman is being abused, I don't care how good you've done, you forget it. Because somebody's calling you all these names, and I don't care who you are. If if Barack beat Michelle, she'll forget she was first lady.
Right.
She's going to forget it. I'm telling you now. Okay? And so I went home, found a diary, and began to remember my life. It took me 9 years to write the book, but as I would remember one memory, it would make another memory come, and another. So now that was way back in the 80s, in the 90s. Well, I'm the vice president of the Black Arts in Dallas, out in Dallas, Texas. I'm in stage and all of that. And Courtney is in film, and she would enter our short film competitions every year. We'd do a competition. So for 3 years straight, she entered, and I would always look at her films, and I was like, God, I love her films. They're clean, they're precise, they always make sense because you only get 15 minutes, so it's hard to make a good little scenario in 15 minutes in film unless you've taken the time to make sure it's well rounded. And I always watched her films. And so the third year she was in our competition, I approached her. And I said, listen, I wrote a book. Would you read it? I didn't say anything about doing a film. I just said, would you read it? Took her about a year because she was busy doing other things. And she texted me one day and said, I'd like to talk to you about your book. When can we get together? Of course, I text her back anytime. Anytime you want to get together, we can get together. I'm ready now. Can you meet me now?
You was waiting on you.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Where are you?
What street you on? I'm on my way. All right, because okay. So we meet for dinner. And I'm making small talk. I'm scared of what she's going to say. I don't know what she's going to say. I don't know what she's going to say. I'm just scared. Like, what did she say? She didn't like it. Or what did she say? I need to rewrite it. I don't know what she's going to say. And then eventually I work up to, what do you think? And she said, do you think? She said, I think it would be a great film. And I was like, and of course I began to cry. I cry about everything. But I began to cry. And I'm like, and she was like, why are you crying, Miss Cindy? I said, because who would, your whole life you work on things and you never think, and especially to have a movie about yourself. Mm-hmm. That's a deep feeling.
Yeah.
It's deep. I mean,
it is.
It's deep. That's deep. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Go to COC movie. No, I'm just
That's all right. Plug yourself.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Plug yourself in.
All right. So whoever's listening, go to cocmovie.brownpapertickets.com. cocmovie.brownpapertickets.com. And then you can buy it just like that. But it's going to be great. And we'll talk about the movie. But so it's a story about my life set in the 1960s. We did a period piece. Mm-hmm. So it was very difficult. It was a difficult thing to do. We shot it in Dallas. It's a story about South Carolina. But we shot it in Dallas. Dallas was just such an awesome palette for the 60s. We were able to find all our locations, everything there. Mm-hmm. And that really set this tone for 60s. So it was really great. So that's what it's
about. When the movie airs, when's come out?
Our premiere, tell them about our premiere. This is her home. This is y'all's own little baby girl here. Okay.
So we're showing it in Houston on May 12th.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're supposed to be. Well, we're gonna be there.
Good.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Hold on. Here we go. If you have a mama, are a mama, know a mama, love a mama, grab your mama, and come on down to the Mother's Day. Mix, mingle, and move it.
That's cool. Okay. I got a bunch of baby mamas, so I'll do that.
You got a bunch of baby mamas.
I'm coming with my mamas. All these are my mamas. They're mamas. They all. That's why I met my mamas. They're all baby mamas. My whole group is full of women, so I got nothing but baby mamas. So I'm pretty all baby mamas.
Wait. So what are the 3 M's? It was
Mother's Day mix, mingle, and move.
Oh, so it's Mother's Day weekend.
It's the same.
Mother's Day.
Hold up, say that.
Right?
Oh,
Mother's Day, mix,
no.
mingle,
I
movie.
won't be there.
Mingle and a
You
movie.
won't be able to do that?
No,
You got the Mother's
Where
Day.
you going?
I'm gonna be in Miami that weekend.
For his mama, right?
For Mother's Day?
No,
they
he
got that
ain't gonna be there for his mama.
I'm going to the Rolling Loud tour.
Oh.
I'm at the Rolling Loud tour.
And it's not gonna be with his mama.
Hey, Rolling Loud. Wait, hey.
He gonna go make another baby mama.
Wait.
Let me say that.
Miss Cindy like she was born yesterday. She knows too much. She's saying too much right now.
Hey, Rolling Loud. I went to Rolling Loud last year.
But
You went to Rolling Loud
that can't be
last
the, but Mika told me. Mika did not tell me that it was May 12th.
May 12th.
Yeah, that weekend. Yeah.
Well, you have a huge audience, and we'll be glad for you to encourage
Yeah.
them to come out
Yeah.
to see it.
So,
Yes.
please, you all.
Oh, you know we're definitely gonna promote it because I'm
I
gonna
feel
read that
that.
book. I really want to read that book.
University Center.
University,
that
the
book.
Student Center South at the University of
You want to
Houston.
give me that book.
I'm
And
gonna
so
let
it's
you
going to be a
Down the block.
Yeah,
I read
it's a
really
gala.
fast.
We wanted to be really. We just did the Dallas premiere. We did that. The world premiere of it was January 28th, and we did it in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And so it was sold out to the gills. People came from all over the country to see it. We were very grateful that people would come out. But Courtney is the director, and she wrote the screenplay for it. And so, and it was just, it was really great because my background is stage. And so when we had the dinner, I said, well, where do you start when you do a movie? I do stage. That's what I do. I know what to do. And she said, well, you first have to have a screenplay. And I told her, I don't want to write a screenplay. She said, well, I do. And she did it. And I tell you, it was the greatest experience. We're independent. So we, and I'm telling you, God really blessed us to do it. And it was big undertaking. We had 66 contracted actors. It's a huge cast, plus extras. And we both are in the business. So my strengths were, I did wardrobe, and I did the acting coach. I coached the actors. And she did all the directing and everything. So it was really good.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Well, I definitely appreciate y'all coming through, and we're not over yet, though. By the way, we're definitely not over yet. But Courtney, tell us, we still don't know nothing about you. What's up? I know you did the film, but how you started producing movies?
Well, it's funny. I've always had a love for the camera, and so I started real I like to say kind of guerrilla style. So camcorders were kind of big when I was growing up. So I did a lot of stuff with me and my sister, and then as I got older, I filmed different things. So out with girlfriends.
How old are you?
Oh,
She's not 63.
I'm not.
She looked like she 18.
Okay,
Good.
I am 38 years old.
38? Okay.
I know you lying.
37.
She 30.
She's not 38.
What? I'm just shooting my age
30,
out
girl.
there.
She's a shot.
Girl.
It's the truth.
Thank you, Jim.
But
Wow.
I kind of dabble with it, and much like a lot of people, I went through relationships, and I'm married now, but I was married previously, and kind of lost my identity in that. And after that, I started trying to rediscover things that I loved, and filmmaking, with things in the arts were what I love. So I started just doing whatever I could to get on set, work on film projects to determine if it was something that I was really interested in, or if it was something that I thought sounded cool. And so I did that, volunteering, and then eventually making my own short films for a period of years, which is, how I ended up meeting Miss Cindy. Always with the goal to ultimately be able to make my own full-length films.
You do documentaries?
I have done PSAs. I haven't done full documentaries. I really enjoy the narrative. I really enjoy the storytelling. And, Miss Cindy is a great storyteller. I enjoy stories. I feel like stories are how we learn when we're not ready to learn. It captures our interest and it entertains us, but then
It puts things
in perspective that oftentimes, sometimes we can be so consumed with other things that we lose that. So I really enjoy storytelling in that form, but I have dabbled with forms of documentary.
Okay. Well, I got something for you after the show.
Oh, okay.
I know you're going to critique the hell out of it because I did it with an iPhone. But I did my daddy documentary with an iPhone.
That's right.
But
you got to shoot, though. That's the only thing.
but I still want to kind of bring it to life because, I just did it out of just something. 'Cause my mom like, oh, I want you to do a video.
Good.
So I'll let you check that out.
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
But it did get like 2,000 some views.
That's
just
awesome.
to say. So
That's
that's a
good.
start.
Oh, that's
you know?
great.
You got a comma.
Huh?
Get that comma.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
I just tried it out, but I definitely get what you're. That's where I was like, did you do documentaries? Because
Okay.
I'm trying to see. But you've been how many years you been doing this?
About 8 years now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up. Y'all on Instagram,
I'm dabbling. I'm starting to stick my toe in the ground.
Facebook?
I am on Facebook.
I'm about to say, you have to be on Facebook.
Yeah,
We
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook.
Like, so how you
I'm
promote your
starting with
book?
the
Like,
ground.
Well, I'm going to tell you that maybe I missed the movement. I don't know. I saw that in a movie. I don't even know what that means.
I feel like people your age love word of mouth, and it's okay because
Right.
that's the best form of advertising.
It's the truth.
when you
It's the
write
truth.
and you just let it all out into
Right.
this internet, I'm telling you can't get it back. It's like out in space.
There's a big scandal right now on Facebook.
I'm telling you, this is not the only book. I just pulled a book, another book I wrote, off of the internet. I can't control it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I can't control it. I don't know where it is. I don't know who's selling it. You don't know what's going on with your stuff. And I had to
Right.
call this online publisher and just say, listen, man, I'm reeling it back in. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to rewrite it again. I'm going to do it. I have to. So this one, I'm just kind of babysitting it. I'm waiting to see what I'm going to do with it. Because I like being in control of it. I like when I introduce myself and I have it. I think I love that. I think people buy it because they meet me. And so, I'm just very, very grateful, that I mean, this story's been out a long time. We've done a lot. I've signed it a lot of times. This is a very new copy of it. When we did the movie, Courtney sort of renamed the book. It was just Content of Character. And then when she named the movie Content of Character, The Diary of a Young Black Girl, I thought, well, you know what? That's a great title. I'm going to add that. And so I added The Diary of a Young Black Girl. And then I had had it redone, put that old diary on the front of it. So I don't know about all that. I'm kind of. We think we've had the era of just throwing stuff out into the outer hemisphere, but I don't know. It's time to reel some stuff back in to see what you got because you don't even know
you can do the old thing. You can do the old things too. The old things work too.
They sure do. Thank you.
They
That's
work
right.
too.
And they work better because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we're more in demand because they want me to come with the book.
Right,
know
you
what
can
I
be
mean?
more personable.
Right. Yeah, right.
With
And
your
create a demand for it.
Right.
Created
Instead
it,
of
right.
trying to push a demand.
right.
Yeah, and I'm retired, so I can travel. I can do a lot of stuff.
Right.
So
That's nice.
it's really great.
what's up?
Live your life.
Yeah.
We got the financial tip and everything. Rayven do everything. He gonna
I do a little
Rayven
bit of
just
everything.
all in the
Ray all
finances.
over.
Like
I brought him on to give us some
you need
advice.
help.
Well, not
You need
not
help
me.
and
Just,
advice.
just everybody. He's gonna drop some advice today. You do your thing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You need help and advice. You need to
come to
get
him.
Okay.
You need to get yourself in order with your finances or whatever. Like you
With
say,
your credit.
everybody has businesses that they're trying to open up as far as black people. But I realize that a lot of black people are not informed by finances and investments. And that's
Right.
what we need to
Right.
be informed by.
Right.
There are a lot of
Inform me.
races out here that know about credit, the importance of credit, the importance of having liabilities instead of assets and letting your liabilities grow.
I want to let
And
your assets
then
grow.
get assets. A lot of black people don't know that. That's why we always in debt, things like that. So guess what? Now we have somebody on the show that can teach us something like that, and also teach us new things as far as investments, bitcoins, all of that. He has seminars and everything about that. So Ray, just take it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Good introduction. Thank you. That was a lot.
Yeah.
We want to have assets. We don't want the liabilities. We want to keep the assets.
Right.
So, where do I start? Okay, my name's Rayven. I am a CPA. So I'm gonna just get started. I'm big into investing, saving money, budgeting, because I think money is a tool that everybody has to use. Whether you have a lot of money or a little bit of money, money is going to be important to you, and you have to know how to use it. Some people know how to use their money to make it grow for themselves, and then you can kind of use your money to make more money. I think that's what we need to do. The simplest way to break it down is for a budget for your money, you can either spend less money or you can make more money. And I think the key is to do both, one at a time, whatever's easiest for you. So a lot of people start off the easiest way is just cut your expenses down. So a lot of people are paying for things they don't need, monthly subscriptions to stuff they don't need, going out to eat all the time. You don't need to do that. Going to the club.
I'm that guy.
Yeah. So one way to attack it is to cut your spending and save more. And another way to attack it is to make more. So I like to do both. I try to cut all my expenses down, live as cheaply as possible. You know, not to say I don't do nice things, not to say I don't go on vacation, not to say I don't buy nice things, because I do, but I plan for the things that I buy. And I know where the revenue is coming from to buy that thing. So if I want a new Apple Watch or something, I'm like, all right, that's probably going to be $400. What am I going to do to make this $400, or where's it going to come from? And when am I going to buy it? Am I going to buy it as soon as I think about it? Am I going to buy it in 3 months? That type of thing. You can start saving for it. And then as far as making more money, there's so many ways to make money now. It's 2018. We have the internet. We have all kinds of different tools in front of us that it's so easy to make money. It's so easy to track what we're doing with our money as well. So I'm going to throw a few apps out there that I use that are definitely need to have financial apps. One is Mint.
That's the one I got.
You got to have Mint. It brings all your different bank accounts, credit cards. You know, you put your car loan on there, everything, and it shows you everything in one place. So you don't have to log into 5 different places. If you eat too much,
it's going to be a big graphic of red.
Exactly. So what I do is I'll set my budget.
Mint.
Yeah, Mint. M-I-N-T. So I'll set my budget for food and dining, to whatever I set my budget to. My budget might not match your budget. It's how much do you expect to spend that month, and it'll show you on a bar graph.
So you do this every month?
You do it once and you set it. It's the same every month. But when the month,
it's an app.
Okay.
You just hook everything together, your debit card, your business card, your loan.
A lot of people don't want to put their information on it, but it's really the easiest way. Yeah, download Mint. That's great. That's a basic have-to-have type personal finance. It's a tool. Another thing is credit. A lot of people don't know about credit. I say use Credit Karma, which is you go in, you put your information, it tells you your credit score on 2 different Equifax and then TransUnion. It'll tell you 2 of them. I think there might be a third one, but it tells you 2 of your credit scores. Tells you what all credit cards you have open, what all student loans you have, that type of thing. A lot of people don't want to put their social security number on a website, but do it. It's going to help you. You're going to see what your credit score is. If you want to buy a house, a car, anything that uses credit, you want to know what your credit is before you go buy that thing. You want to have good credit. You want to have 700, 750 credit before you go to buy something, before you go do something. It'll tell you how they calculate your credit score, so then you can see.
Zero balance when you purchase a home.
Huh?
Everything have to be at 0 when you purchase.
Exactly. You want the best credit when you go buy something because you want the lowest interest rate possible.
Yep.
Something I don't believe in is paying interest if you don't have to.
Right.
So once you get more advanced into knowing credit and all that stuff, then you get into credit card points and free flights and all that. But for a lot of people, you want to get your credit up first. So I talked about Mint, Credit Karma. Then if you want to invest, you think investing is hard, you think stock market is hard. There's 2 apps I have that are the simplest ways to invest in the stock market. Acorns, what they do is you can spend money. You spend $1.50.
Acorn is good.
They save the 50 cents that you didn't spend, and they'll keep saving that up for you, and then they'll invest that into the stock market. And all you have to do with Acorns is you pick aggressive, conservative, moderate, in between, and they pretty much do it for you. So.
Why you don't mess with Acorn? Because you never mess with Acorn?
Fidelity.
I have Fidelity as well. I use Fidelity for my 401k, and then for anything I want to buy that is outside the U.S. Honestly,
that's
what if it's in different things.
Fidelity cool, but
Fidelity's
Acorn
cool.
if you go to the gas station and you spend $6.50 at the gas station, they just gonna take 50 cents and round it up to the nearest dollar.
Fidelity.
Fidelity
your
do
bank
that too.
Fidelity or the
investment.
Okay.
Fidelity investment.
Oh, Fidelity
I got the
investment
bank.
does that too.
Well, my job provided it when I first got hired.
Okay.
So my 401k go through that.
Oh,
so
your 401k. Well, this is outside the 401k.
Right.
But that's what made me get into it when I went to the bank.
Oh,
so
cool.
I did the app. I just did everything through them.
Yeah.
But I heard of Acorn though.
I have Fidelity. as well. I use Acorns, and then on top of Acorns is the simplest step one. if you want to kind of pick what you're doing instead of just aggressive conservative, you can use stash. And stash is like, I want to invest in internet companies, or I want to invest in Netflix or Amazon or something. You can pick what company you want. Or what I like to do, I don't like to pick individual companies. I like to pick a basket of companies. So that way, if this one goes down, then I still have, it's a percentage of my portfolio. I like to diversify. Diversifying is the key.
Right.
You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
A couple of people like, what do we talk about? See,
talking about money. We're talking about money. We're talking about big money right now.
That's how our world is kind of low.
Give me the questions.
Speaking Chinese right now.
But Chris, that's the reason.
Everybody just used to getting the bank card, going to the ATM machine, and just getting their balance and like, I got 10 grand in my account.
Chris,
I'm balling.
Right. Now you see the reason why I gave that speech before he even came on, because I knew
it's all about money.
People, like, you have to attention grab people before, because when you start talking about, somebody on here talking finances, guess what? You turned off a lot of black people ears.
I love money.
Boring talk.
Wait.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
And you have to grab their attention first, and that's the reason why I did that before you talk about, Brittany, you gonna let him do something.
But no, I wanted him to talk.
But listen,
I wanted him to say all that.
I know, attention grabber though.
If you like money and you want to have more money, then you got to learn how to use money. You got to learn how to use money as a tool to grow money and keep using it, keep it with you.
Yeah.
But
make your money work for you.
Make your money work for you.
But our culture was raised off clocking in 9 to 5 hustle.
Yeah.
And spending all that money on assets and not liabilities.
No, you're saying it backwards, Brittany.
I mean, liabilities and not assets.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But y'all, we always spend our money on things that's going to depreciate with value, and we should not.
That's right.
Like, we should definitely, you should be, even if you don't have, if you live in an apartment, like I know a lot of people, they say, damn, I'm living in an apartment, I don't even have my own house. How can I go out there and buy something when I don't even have my own house to lay in? But guess what? That house that you may go buy, that duplex, may sit there and get you the house that you want.
Right.
You have to sit there and play the money game. You have to take risk. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people think if I put all my money into this, then I'm not going to have anything. No, that is not true, y'all.
It's not true.
That
because
is
by me purchasing my first home, you got to learn how to budget.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm like, ain't no more party.
Right.
Ain't no more just, Jamal,
you have to learn how to budget.
Or you can budget your partying. You put your party in the budget.
I'm not even a party person, but I go out. When I want to go out, I have fun. But at the same time, you got to think about, like, do you really need to do this? Or he into every sport under the sun, but I'm like, well, shit, like, I can't do this and then wait. You just gotta learn how to.
Or honestly, you figure out another way. You figure out another way to find some finances without you having you can have a 9 to 5 and you can still have side things to do where you can actually build money up to invest. So I know that like she said, anybody can sit there and make money. Y'all, like I tell y'all podcast after podcast, and that's the reason why I'm telling y'all is because I see it every day, because I research in these same fields, these Facebook ads, Google ads, all that stuff. See these 16-year-olds and whatever, they're sitting there in the summer making way more than we ever make in a whole year. Mm-hmm. And that's because they know the importance of social media marketing. They know the importance of, okay, I can sit here and in front of my computer. I don't even have to go outside. In front of my computer, I can sit there. I could build a website and I could sell things and I can make bank. And guess what? They're 16 years old, guys. Some of them have to get their credit cards from their mom and put their stuff on their taxes and stuff like that because they're making money. And it's things where we're trying to figure out where we're going to 9 to 5s, hustling, bustling every day, doing 40 hours a week. And we're getting not even as half as what they're getting, just sitting at a computer for 2-3 months. Yeah. Like, it's real, y'all. It's very, very real. That's the reason why I gave that speech before he even started talking, because I know people was going to get on Facebook and be like, what we talking about?
Talking about money.
Because we're not talking about Khloe or Kim Kardashian. We're not talking about Cardi B being pregnant right now.
Here's the thing, though. They
talking about building wealth.
They got money. And one of the things, I don't know if
Go ahead. No,
sick.
jump
No,
in.
I feel a certain kind of way. You know, but, you know, one of the things that I really appreciated, you know, with the evolution of Jay-Z is now how he's talking about things and looking back and saying, if I would have known then
How
what I know
influential I
now,
was.
how I was throwing my money away. I was spending money on this, that, and the
You could have
other.
bought things
I
that
could've
grow in
bought
value.
Art.
I would own this part of the city. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I think it's wisdom in being able to get the information that you're sharing and apply it to wherever we are, and
Yeah.
then actually be able to build wealth. 'Cause that's what
Right,
you're talking about.
Right.
Working a job is one thing, but wealth.
But wealth.
Wealth is a totally different story.
Wealth.
That's when you can sleep in and you still making money.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
When you
Exactly.
sleeping at night and they still say cha-ching, cha-ching,
Right.
cha-ching,
Exactly.
cha-ching.
So the key
That's
for
the
me,
goals.
the goal for me
Right.
is like multiple streams of revenue.
That's right.
Yes.
I want to be getting deposits in my account from multiple different places.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have real estate. You know, I want to write a book at some point.
Mm-hmm.
People are buying my book, I get that check. You know, got the cryptocurrency, got the Bitcoin going, get that money coming in. Stock market, stocks going up, getting that money. You know, how many different ways are you making money? Got the website, you know, referral links, yada yada yada. Got my 9 to 5 on top of that. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
9 to 5 is cool,
That's-
but then I'm
right.
like, okay, 5 to 9, I'm still working.
Right.
You know, like I'm doing something else that's gonna make me more money.
Mind your own business after you mind somebody else's.
And that brings me to my everybody hates Chris moment. I got 2 today. I was gonna have 3, but I got 2 today. And my everybody hates Chris moment is something everybody hates. And one, this is gonna
Taxes.
be short. I'm gonna go one. This is gonna be short. This is with the Walmart greeters. I'm pissed off about the Walmart greeters.
They be trying to check your receipt.
I'm so devastated. I had a Walmart greeter greeted me and followed me through the store. And
Why?
I was trying to make sure he wasn't retarded, because if he was retarded, then I would have been like, you know what?
You can't say the R word.
No,
because
No.
you know Walmart is an advocate of, you know.
I'm serious. I'm so serious.
You can't say retarded.
I was trying to make sure he wasn't retarded, because if he was retarded, then I understand. Like, whatever, you know, he's retarded. But he wasn't retarded. I'm so serious.
They're laughing like she know already.
He left his post. That's what I said.
Bro, you gotta stay at the front.
This dude followed me all the way through the store. I was looking like, what the hell's going on? Oh no, I'm making sure you're. I was saying, I'm fine, man. It's buku people walking through here. Why are you following me? And he was perfectly fine. Cause I said, you okay? I'm fine. He could talk right. He didn't have no walk, no crazy. You know how they walk. No, y'all not serious. I'm serious. Listen, I'm serious. And then after he went back, he did it again. When I've been checking out, I'm looking at him like, why is he find that
Maybe
lady?
he liked you.
No, he did it again. He went back to his post, and when I'm checking out, he fired this lady all the way down. The lady holding her child and looking back, like, why is he following me? So I was looking like, I said,
He may not be physically. You may not.
But
see,
she said
physically you may not see the mental
It probably was something going
capacity
on
of him.
inside.
But he got something. He got a
he
little.
might have something going on. But that been in my head all day. So the second one is, we were talking about 9 to 5, and guys at my job and people period be like, I hate my fucking job. I'm tired of my job. Do something about it.
Yep, do.
Because you
get your
come to work
resume.
9 to 5. I don't want to be on no picture. In my job, they got pictures of, I've been here 38 years. They give you a plaque after you make 20 years. A plaque.
Maybe I want.
That's it. A plaque. You've been there 20 years, so your boy like, oh, I'm going to be there. I'm going to get that 25. I'm going to break you. I'm looking at him like, nigga. You can't be here for 25 years?
You want to play?
Like, I'm trying to exit next year.
Yeah, I don't want to. My whole thing is I don't want to work for somebody else. For me, it's all about ownership.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you working for
Property.
somebody else's dreams.
Exactly. I want to own property and I want to own the business, that's making me money.
That's
Because
my cousin.
if you're the
Now you see why
employee,
we cousins?
if you're the employee, then you working and you making somebody else's dream possible. But when
That's
you're
it.
the owner, everything is all you.
And the crazy thing about it, the guy who owned where I work at, he's dead. His family is profiting off a bunch of workers, and all our workers are black.
That's what we need to be doing.
And
is we need
everybody
to
tell
be
you when they see you is a good
owning the
job.
business and then leaving that to our family.
Yeah,
That's what we need to be doing.
legacies and
I can't leave my
generations.
job to nobody, and that's why I'm be understanding when they be like, "Oh man, people see me in the store working like, man, you got a good ass job." I'm I'm on the
like
floor,
working.
nigga, putting up chips, nigga. What makes us good? Because I'm putting up chips. But to other people's eyes, that's fine for them.
No, but
they can settle for that.
why?
It's a
Because-
good job, good benefits.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's better than
traditional.
nothing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
traditional. It's traditional. I have my secure money every 2 weeks. I have my benefits, my dental and my medical.
Yeah,
that's
that's
one
good.
of
Oh,
the
that's
things.
good.
That's
It's
one of the
great.
things
It is
I'm
great.
telling you. My mama fussed at because me and my mama different. You know, my mama retired from Entergy,
Yeah.
so my mama was on there for 40 years. Worked a job,
Same
had a set
company.
income,
Yeah.
had medical, dental, 401k. So when I tell her I want open, I'm
Right.
an esthetician now, mama. I went to
You work for
beauty school.
yourself.
She was like, wait, hold on. How you gonna get 401k? Mom, this how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll up to Fidelity and I'm gonna ask them, can you consult me, please? That's the only thing you have to do. But
We
see,
worry about
a lot of
insurance.
people, my mom, she's in her
Make sure
mid
you're not gonna get
60s.
stuck.
Yeah.
You call for night.
Yeah.
Now,
Insurance is key, though.
In defense of your mother
Yes.
and in defense and
I'm glad we have somebody that's around my mom's age in
Exactly,
here.
exactly. Let me defend my generation. Now, I owned my own business for 20 years. I retired from my own business.
Mm-hmm.
I sold my business.
Great.
So, your ambitions, and this young woman has an awesome business, and y'all are, that's great. Now, the spirit of owning a business is an awesome spirit to have.
Everybody
but for
can
the
do
most
it.
part, most people don't
Yes,
have that.
everybody
can.
So,
Right.
what you advise those people, and then you advise the other people. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Part of the having a percentage of the business. The thing with stocks is you can own a piece of
Right.
it.
So I can buy any
Without
business
having
that's public.
to
So
man
when
it.
every Monday,
Yeah.
I have automatic coming out of my account going into my stocks
But
that
you
I
are
pick.
the exception, not the rule.
But it's not. It's so easy to do it now. There's an app. You can put $5 in the
There
app. You don't
is-
even have to buy a full stock. You can buy $5
That
into a stock.
it is so
Not
easy,
anybody
Ray.
can do
But
what
I
you
know
do.
he's my cousin,
I
so
put
I
$5.
understand his pain because I can feel like I can feel the actual ambition and drive and motivation that he has. I guess because that's my cousin, so I can relate. Like that's us. We go getters. But you can walk up to a person and tell them all those things that works for a 9 to 5, and they just don't have it in them. Like they just.
But you can't hold that against them
That's true.
because again, I worked for myself for 20 years. I never worked this hard. I worked for a lot of companies. I worked harder for myself than I ever worked for.
Yeah,
You should. I want to work for my. I want to work hard for
yourself.
you.
You do.
You work
You
hard
work
for
like
yourself.
95 hours a week.
But like say my
That's
husband works for the
They
postal
go
service.
sweet.
So
He works
now,
where? I'm sorry.
Postal service. He
Okay.
works for the post office. So the fact that he worked for the post office is the reason I was
Benefits.
able to
Right.
work for
Because
myself.
those
That's a good
benefits and
strategy.
those
That's a good
things.
strategy.
Right, exactly,
Because
exactly.
those benefits and that steady
Exactly.
money and all that.
That's right.
And as owning a business, your business is always going to go by the economics.
Right.
If business is good, I mean,
If the economy is good,
your business is good.
right.
And especially when I did maid service. I owned the cleanup woman for 20 years in Dallas, Texas. And when business is good, everybody need a maid. When it's bad, your sister will clean it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm cleaning myself.
Right.
I'm cheap. I don't even hire a maid. I'm gonna clean it myself.
That's what I'm saying. So it was the fact that I had someone there who had all of the benefits and had all of that had my back. So I have much respect for your mother who worked 40 years for a company. I have much respect for that because that takes a lot of tenacity to work that long
For somebody else.
For somebody else. But it's still you accomplish.
That's right.
And all of that. But
I agree.
Again, you're the exception.
I'm saying don't quit your 9 to 5. I still work for somebody else. I work for a large public company in Houston. I'm a CPA. I do their accounting and stuff like that. I still find time after I leave work, 9 to 5, 5 to 9. I'm on my own stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna,
Okay, since we dropping all this knowledge, I have to say this. I just buried my grandmother this past Saturday, and it's so important to have life insurance.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like you have to have life insurance.
Jahari, yes. Drop that knowledge.
That's right.
It's very important.
That's
I mean,
right.
what's $20 a month?
Drop
or
that
something?
knowledge.
Because I am so glad my grandmother had life insurance and we didn't have
It's
to
expensive.
sell no supper plates.
I was just about to say that.
Yes.
Everything, everything was
That
done.
fish be good, though.
It was so easy. I tell my
We can get it at the
mom all the
repass.
time, you have to have life insurance.
You do?
It's a must.
Or they gonna have a
I mean,
GoFundMe for you or something
Right.
like that.
so expensive.
And it don't-
a casket is like $3,000-$4,000.
Yes,
Yes, y'all. Unless you want to be in a fine box.
It's
People don't know that,
expensive. It's
though.
really
A
expensive.
lot of people don't think about that.
Hey, it costs money to die.
Yes, it costs money to die.
Close and
Expensive.
personal to you.
Everything costs
you
money.
don't know how much a funeral costs.
Yes.
Just the makeup and them, cleaning them up and changing them. That's $4,000. Just
Right.
that. That's not including the limousines, the
Police.
the
None of
police escort, and then you on top of that you still have and that's add-ons, and then
That's right.
the
You gotta pay to
flowers,
open the
that's
grave.
add-ons.
All of that repass,
Yep.
all of that.
Like you have, I mean,
And then from New Orleans, the second line band.
Yes,
Right.
The whole block party.
It's a must that we have life insurance.
Yes,
My dad's funeral,
I'm
he
glad,
got
I'm glad you
cremated,
dropped
and in
that
his will,
knowledge.
it had make sure I get cremated, so we couldn't go against his will.
Right.
Just a cremation was like almost $10,000.
Yeah.
When I buried,
No, they
I
say
can do that for you at the
cremation.
house.
No, cremation used
Just
to
the
be
crema-
cheaper,
it used
but
to be
y'all,
cheap,
cremation
but
starting to
it's
get
like,
hip.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yes, you're right.
cremated
That's
so
what
easy.
I do.
I do it myself.
They made it so easy now. Like you
Don't be on the
just show
plane.
up, like you show
You
up,
said you do it
everything. Like
yourself.
we didn't have to do anything for my dad. Like to show up, they had the service. We went home. That was it.
But
Like
you still have to have
So they did
you
a
still have the
service.
But they
service,
still did the
and then you put
service.
them in this like time
10,000.
box,
And the
then
next
you put them
day,
in
that's
a-
when we got
in
his
a-
Right.
The church
It
charged
was
you
It used to be
Yeah.
so cheap to
It used to be
cremate
cheap.
people,
It should
but
be,
that's
but
I'm
it's
so serious. They
expensive
starting to
now.
get hip because everybody's like, okay, let's do a
Everybody
little
dying.
cremation
Yeah.
memorial thing.
And young. And
Right.
because it's so many young deaths, they don't have any life insurance. Most people don't put life insurance on their children.
Right.
And they do
You
these
know, and
GoFundMe,
there's so
like
many. Yeah,
They want everybody else to pay for it.
GoFundMe need a fund now. You know, they come.
It's
Shoot,
like-
we need to
it's
start
like
selling
you
life
should-
insurance.
Yeah.
Once you figure out
I
something
actually
everybody
used to do
needs.
Prime America. I used to work for Prime
Oh,
America.
Prime America.
I
That's
did it
good.
for like two
Insurance is a great
Y'all,
business.
Prime America, look, y'all, I tried to
MLM.
get into the Prime America
I did
thing,
it
but
for
I don't
you.
know. I think they just always so adamant that I feel like I'm like, y'all, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with State Farm.
No, but you know what?
Y'all-
I was married and my wife didn't do it with me. So
Y'all
it
kind of
was like
scare me, but
you got. It's a couple thing when you do it. You can't just do it by yourself because
I
you always
see a lot
gone.
of couples
It's
do
couples
it.
doing it
Okay.
because you out in the streets working and she at home and she like, okay, you out. I'm selling this life insurance, baby.
Yeah.
If she with you, then it's more
he,
easy to present. So I was doing it by myself, so it didn't work out good.
I did
So-
my little package deal with.
But they actually do some good life insurance. Of course, Jahira's been missing for what 2-3 weeks.
Yes, and y'all, I miss my baby. She was gone.
Her grandmother actually passed last week, so condolences to her. I know it's been a rough 3 weeks for her, so I've been staying in touch with her, making sure she's all right. I've been giving her FaceTime calls and making sure she's good.
Yeah.
I told us this was like a lot of episodes ago. When people tell people goodbye and good mornings, you get in fusses. You make sure you tell them you love them. I don't give a hell how mad. Tell them you love them.
right.
Please.
I'm gonna see them because you never know. That could be the last goodbye or hey or whatever. I don't think we don't cherish that much. Remember I tell you that when you be getting into it with your people,
Yeah.
just something can happen. I had a friend talk to me on the phone today. One of her friends thought her brother died. His name was Chemo, and they say he got shot in the head coming out the club. So the family was devastated, but it wasn't that Chemo. It was another guy with the same exact name as him in the same city.
Wow.
And he just was at work, and then he finally picked up the phone. He was like, "What? We thought you guys," but he didn't. But she just said for them 3 hours, their life was just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it just gave them
Yeah,
like,
their life
you
was-
got
your
to
life
experience,
was
you got to
up.
experience something that,
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
he's dead, but 3 hours later, it was somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So you
right,
got a
right.
taste of like, okay, this could happen, but it didn't happen. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
You gotta
I was like,
cherish-
damn.
You have
your
to.
I was like, that's
loved ones.
crazy.
Like, cherish your loved ones. Kiss every. Like, one thing with my family, we greet each other we go around
Hug
the
and
whole
kiss.
room and
Girl,
hug
we
and
do the
kiss.
same thing.
Saying hello and goodbye.
Is that a New
what
Orleans
we-
thing?
That's a New Orleans thing for
I
sure.
don't like saying
Because
goodbye.
guess what? Yes,
This is
even when
New
I was out with somebody out here, and I did that, with their family, and they was like, "Oh, she's so friendly." I'm like, "Y'all, this is how we
Yeah.
greet each other in New
Right.
Orleans."
But other
It's a
people,
hug and
a
a
lot of
kiss.
guys is too cool. Like If I'm on the phone with my mama and after she hung up that phone, before she say I love you, I'm
Sure.
loud. I love you. Some nigga
I don't care.
I love you, bitch.
Nah.
I love you. I'm gonna holler at
That's
you.
not
know.
your- that's not
like,
your
we too cool now. Like everything is too cool.
Yeah, right.
Well, if you don't love your boo, just say when she say you love you. All right.
All right, peace. I'll see you later.
I'll
talk to you tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? But if you love her, don't tell her you love her and you don't love her. Don't do that. Now I'm not encouraging that.
That's hard.
See, that shit get you cute.
That'll get you.
Well, how do you know?
In the beginning, no. But in the beginning, you may be okay because you may be telling her stuff. She gonna give you everything, but in the end, yeah, you gonna get killed.
Yeah.
That's why
She gonna burn your whole.
Yeah, instant gratification is not what's up with that one.
That's right.
Hey, before
So save that.
before we
Save that. I
out,
love
I
you.
need y'all to get y'all
I
shout out. Anybody y'all want to shout out before we go off? We actually got 5 minutes. So you got shout out.
Okay.
You got shout out.
Rayven, plug yourself in because you didn't plug yourself
Yeah,
in.
what's
Oh,
your
yeah.
Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram's at RayvenJ, RayvenJ. Website freewealth.care. www.freewealth.care.
They have a lot of shit on there, y'all.
So much.
Y'all-
So,
yes, a
okay.
lot of wealth.
now.
So click on the personal finance. If you're interested in Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, click on the cryptocurrency tab. But personal finance is important. There's also Houston. Go to the Houston tab. I got bars, restaurants. I got a whole lot of stuff. You won't get lost. Check it out.
Amber, what you got?
You can log on to, it could be Jamal Moms _ or it could be _ Dreams Visions. Facebook, Amber Brown. To get in contact with me.
What's the website? Because we over here, we already
They about to go.
we done already kind of pinpoint our
They
purchases.
about to go shopping.
My website, so you can go on the either or Jamal Brown's.
Lick it out.
Wait, Jamal Brown's Jamal Moms _ Dreams Visions.
Okay.
Amber Brown Facebook. Either or.
Okay.
Or you can call my number on the card. You can go from there.
Yeah.
I can call you Miss Willis.
Just
No, Miss
awesome to
Cindy.
be in Houston, and I can't wait to see everybody on May 12th at the University of Houston for the Houston premiere, the Mix, Mingle, and a Movie pre-Mother's Day celebration for my new movie, Content of Character, and we're bringing the hometown girl here, the big director, screenplay writer, Houston's own, L. Courtney Thorpe Douglas.
And she's so humble. And like the producer, y'all, she's so humble. She's just like,
COCmovie.brownpapertickets.com.
And I'm gonna make sure to post your trailer on all my social media.
Thank you.
People need to see that. I'm gonna tag all y'all in it. And you don't have Instagram, but how
I
you
do
get in
have
touch
an
with you?
Instagram.
You do?
Well,
Let's shout the Instagram out.
Courtney
She's married, y'all,
so you can get your
that's it.
followers up.
Yeah.
No DMs on this
Yeah,
one.
no DM. Just
Let's talk
post.
about the movie.
Yeah.
Let's go make movies. But yeah, right. All content
Yeah,
will be
funny.
screened. Not all kinds of movies. I select them. No, but thank y'all for having us.
No problem.
Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Good conversation.
You're welcome.
Thanks for
Uh,
coming.
Thank you. Yes, and just hope to see everybody out at the premiere. And I'm glad to be coming back to Houston. This is home, so it's a blessing.
Oh, I got something else. May 19th on my Instagram, on my website. There's an event. May 19th. It's a upscale networking event for entrepreneurs in Houston.
I need to.
Anybody, you need to be there. If you are somebody and you want to, meet somebody that can help with your business, or you want to sell to people, or you want somebody to help you build something great, come to the event, May 19th, Upscale Networking. Check my social, check my website, you'll find it.
All right. Well, this Talk This podcast.
I actually have a shout out today because I
what's
usually
your
don't have a shout out.
go ahead.
So happy birthday to my grandmother. My grandmother made 98 years
Ooh,
old
shit.
Wow.
on April 9th, and I'll never forget that day. I am very, very proud of her, and gosh, she's 98. So I know she, a little tired, but I need her to keep pushing a little bit longer. I'm selfish.
Well, shout out, well, happy birthday, so Brittany Gilmore.
Happy birthday.
We actually shoot our commercial Saturday, so shout out to Andy Hall. He's our producer and video
Shout out
guy
to
right
Anthony.
there. So y'all definitely got something in common, but we will be shooting our video commercial Saturday. And this is Talk to Me Podcast, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. I need y'all to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. We got the Twitter now, Talk to Me Podcast. So thank y'all for tuning in and appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
That was good.
On the dot. How about that?
10 o'clock on the dot. Made it.